Aloha, beautiful souls. This is Ryan of tranSOULution, and welcome to my channel, Transform with Ryan, where I am bringing in that light whenever there are shadows. Hello. So in today's pick a card reading, we are going to be looking at all about your next relationship or romance. And in this reading, we are going to be getting like detailed AF. So I'll explain more as you get to your reading, but please take a look at these lovely Disney princess stickers that I saw at Daiso and see which princess you're resonating with, which one is calling to you. And let me know in the comments down below if you've ever been to Daiso. For those of you that aren't familiar with it, it's kind of like the Japanese version of the dollar store here in the US. But I saw these stickers and I really got called to do this really detailed reading about your next relationship and romance for the beautiful, beautiful star family here at Transform with Ryan. So we have Jasmine and oh my gosh, why am I blanking on her name? It's the girl from Tangled, Rapunzel kind of character, but that's not her name. Somebody comment down below. I'll look it up after. Cinderella, Belle, and Ariel. So go ahead and choose whichever princess is calling out to you, and your link to your reading will be in the description box down below. I will see you there. Hello, Star Fam! For those of you that were drawn to the beautiful and amazing Jasmine from Aladdin, this is your reading. And so like I was saying in the intro, we are going to get detailed AF in this reading, and we're going to look at a few things, okay, loves? So we're going to look at first, where is your love energy right now at the time of this reading? And it's important to know that because you attract what you are, not what you want. So we're going to see if there's any blockages in your heart or your romantic energies, and see what we can do about that, okay? Then the second thing we're going to look at is this person that you are attracting with your current love energies. We're going to look at their personality and whatever details we can get from them. Thirdly, we're going to see how they will come into your life. Like, what are the circumstances and how maybe you might be able to recognize them. And then lastly, number 4, we're going to see how your relationship is going to evolve and grow with this very special individual. So let's get to it, love. So let's take a look at your current energies when it comes to love and romance. Let's see where your energies are at. Are you open to love? Is there something that needs to be healed here? Oops. Okay, that kind of flipped around all weird. And if so, like, it's good to have that knowledge and that information so we can address what needs to be, fixed. And then we can get what we want in life, right? So we got the cards here. These energy cards are super active. So they're ready to share some 411, the T with you. So here we have adjacent possibilities. What this is telling to me is that actually your love energy is lacking a little bit of clarity and focus. Maybe a more positive spin on that is you're very open right now. So there are some people who create this checklist of what they want in a person, like what kind of characteristics and looks and personality traits, right? And they're very rigid with this. But for you, you're a lot more open right now, and you don't have a lot of like what we call deal breakers, right? There's not a lot of things where you're like, oh, no way, I'm not going to date anybody who's like this, okay? So what I'm getting is your energy is very open and receptive to all types of personalities, or maybe a good amount of different types of people, okay? Next, we have third chakra, Archangel Chamuel. So what I'm getting here is that the love energy that you are emitting right now, this card is telling me this is like a tip or a suggestion for you to get better clarity on what you want. Because when you get better clarity on what you want, then you're more likely to get something that will make you happy, okay? Now, with this, looking at the third chakra, this has a lot to do with that confidence energy, okay? So there's some element in you where your energy is kind of doubting your worth and your value. And so what I'm sensing here is that you can attract people actually that can maybe take advantage of you or not really show you the love and appreciation and the affection that you truly deserve, because there's some parts of you, maybe even deep down in the subconscious, that feel unworthy of love. Or maybe there was a pain from the past that really hurt your self esteem and your belief in love and romance, and that needs to be healed. So you can really unlock that dream partner, that dream romance, right? To come into your life. And lastly here, oh, we have the angel of love. So my dears, this is actually a very beautiful card to see and a love reading, I have to say. And what I'm getting from this is that now is the time. Now is the time for you to heal whatever hurts and pains when it comes to your heart from your past, because the universe really wants to open this gateway and this portal for you to attract like the love of your life, your special someone. And what I'm getting here is like Jasmine energy is like coming through here. I'm seeing that magic carpet ride with that, infamous song of A Whole New World. So the angel of love wants to open you up into a whole new world of you receiving that affection and that, what I'm getting is kind of like worship, right? Like someone wants to worship you and wants to show you like just how amazing you are, and they want to shower you with love, but there's something within your energetic field that's a bit blocked, and I think it's referencing this, okay? And with this card here, okay, no tea, no shade. I'm going to keep it real because I really want everyone on this channel to get whatever it is that they want in love, whether that's, a spouse, whether that's a long-term relationship, whether that's, polygamy or open relationship style or whatever it is your love pattern is. Like, I want you to be able to have it. So what I'm getting here is that these two together, it's like, because you don't have this strong assertion or these strong boundaries about what types of lovers you're going to let in and out of your life, right? Your energy is so open for all kinds of people, even people who might not be, good matches for you. But because you're so open and willing to like, okay, well, I guess I'll just take whatever I can. Like if someone shows an interest in me, I'll just go for it and see what happens. Trust me, my loves, I have been there. I know what it is. And it was, for me personally, it was kind of hard to admit that I had that kind of energy. And I kind of wish that somebody was able to share that with me in a very loving, compassionate way, not in a way that would make me feel, less highly about myself or put me down, but someone who's just like, hey, it seems like you're really open to all kinds of people coming into your energy, but you should be a little bit more selective, right? People always say being picky is like a bad thing. They kind of look down on it. But in your case, you could do with being a little bit more picky. Like, because you're so open, you can get tons and tons of offers of love and romance. Of course, you can totally go that route. But what you can find is what's going to come through the doors here is maybe some people that don't have your best interest in mind, right? Some people who are actually a little bit selfish, who only care about what they get out of the relationship and not have concerns about what you're receiving from this relationship and how you can be nourished in the relationship. Oh, dang. Hashtag truth right there, loves. So let's see next more about the personality of the person or persons that are coming into your life. So with your current energies, the way that they are, what kind of people are you attracting into your life that could be part of a romantic connection, okay? So that first one that came out already is potential. Ooh, that's very interesting. I sent a lot of words coming out through that one, loves. A lot of info, lots of tea out of that one. So I can't wait to see what it says. So I got this and this. Okay, let's see. We'll start there and we'll see if we need to draw more cards also, okay? So here we have potential, fulfillment, risk, achievement. Your potential is limitless. So here, adjacent possibilities speaks also to potential. So these two cards support each other. So, the way I look at it is, on, those dating apps. So I'm going to use Tinder as an example because that's one I'm familiar with and have used once upon a time. And, if you keep swiping that you like people, then the chances are you're going to have a lot of matches, right? Because if you say, oh, I'm just going to like a bunch of people, I know some guys have employed this technique where they just like everybody and then they see who likes them back because they know that the amount of people that like them back are going to be really low. And so they just like everybody and see and then choose from there rather than being picky from the beginning and, looking at the pictures, looking at the profile, what they have to say, and then be like, nope, I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that. I'm not interested in that. Instead, they just say, yeah, I'm just interested in everything and let's just see who matches with me. And then from that smaller pool, I'm going to pick somebody. Okay, so it's kind of a little bit backwards in the process and there's a lot of risk there. Okay. But you can consider changing that around. Like you can be more selective, right? Because when you be more selective, then you attract somebody who maybe knows themselves a lot better and knows what they want a lot more clearly, okay? Rather than someone who's a little lost and confused and just kind of like, hey, I just want to like hang out and see what happens, or hey, let's just hook up and call it a day, So it really depends on what you want. So we have this big city in the background here. So yeah, you have tons of possibilities when it comes to who can match with you. But what is that person like? So this person, what I'm getting is they tend to have a very frivolous attitude about love. Like they're not really serious about finding someone long term. And that's fine. It depends on what stage of life you're in. That's totally an appropriate approach. I took that approach at one point and I learned a lot about myself until, I didn't feel like I was growing or learning anymore and it's not what I wanted. So I changed tracks. But with your energy right now, you're attracting that kind of person. When you're open to attracting just anybody, you're going to attract people who just, want maybe a hookup, or they just want to go hang out with somebody, or they just want a free lunch or a free meal, right? Or they're just bored and they want to meet somebody, but they're not really looking for love. Not all of them anyway. So third chakra here, we have a fifth dimension. I don't know, I almost said film. Maybe because we're talking about film characters. Intuitive communication, you are connected at the soul level. So right here, what I'm getting is, my loves, this is what I'm sensing from those of you drawn to Jasmine, is you are very much open to love, but there's this part of you that feels like you have to protect yourself. You have to lock your heart away, okay? And that's that part of you that's hurting, that you're trying to protect because it's wounded, all right? So you want this soul connection. That's what I'm getting, is at the very core, you want to have that soul connection. Whether or not you are ready for it at this point in time, or you feel you have that space in your life, maybe that's different, right? Maybe things in your current life situation are a bit in flux. And so you don't know if you have the capacity for love, but you want love. Okay? And so I'm also getting this energy of like Jasmine. Jasmine was this princess and she had to sneak out of the castle and dress up like a beggar so she wouldn't get caught or seen by people. And that's how I feel like you're being right now, is you're kind of downplaying your energy so that more people will feel safe to approach you. I get the sense that you're one of those personalities that can have come off really strong and bold and daring and brave. And some people were really, intimidated by that. And that really affected you in a negative way, and thinking like, oh, like people who are intimidated by me don't like me. And you kind of put those two energies together. And so now you want people to like you so you can find a love match. And so you try to be this like soft-spoken, like quiet kind of person. And my dears, let me tell you, that's just not the way to go, because it's not who you are. So no matter what your choices are in life and what you want in life, it's always important to just be who you are, because you are beautiful, you are deserving, you have a place in this world, okay? There's tons of room, tons of space for your energy to shine. And that's what I'm getting from this. So this person, they want to love you, but because there's so many people in this crowd of admirers, a crowd of potentials, it's kind of hard for them to kind of make their way towards you, because they have to move through all these people and they kind of get lost in the crowd, but they are connected to you on a soul level. Pause inaction, calmness, step back, wait for the sign. So, what I'm getting here with this angel of love is just like the angel of love, this person is really, they're not certain if they should approach you. They're like, oh, maybe they're not open to having a relationship because of the energy you're putting out there. And so they're like, I want a relationship, but do you want a relationship? So this might be stopping them from really taking that action and declaring themselves and letting you know, like, hey, I'm here. I want to be with you. I want to connect with you, because the signals you're putting out are a little bit confusing to them. And so they're not as ready to take action and move forward with you. And so they might come off a little bit standoffish, maybe a bit of a prude, maybe a bit aloof. Yeah, they might come off that way. So that might be their personality type as you're perceiving it. But that's not necessarily true. So we have like a lot of different energies coming in through here. So how will this person actually come into your life? Let's see. Okay, we got the devil. Ooh, that's very interesting. Okay, oh my God, I can't wait to see what kind of comes through with that energy once I'm able to hone in on it. I'm getting little glimpses right now, but I want to see what other cards show up. I don't know, I'm really like, some of these cards that are flipping out are like really calling to me. Okay, let's see what we got here from that. Okay, so we have the devil. Okay, let me just kind of tidy up the space a bit for you, loves. So we have the devil, okay? So what this devil card says to me is that definitely you're going to come across this person when you're least expecting it. Because what I'm getting here is you have all these potential people that are approaching you, and you are going to, test out the waters, see what they're about. And in the midst of all of that, when you're feeling sort of like trapped or disheartened by the process, and you're like, oh, another dud, another lemon, right? Like that's maybe how your thoughts are gonna be. It's like, oh, another date, another person I just met, and it feels like maybe they wasted your time or they sucked your energy or whatever. That's when you're going to connect with this person. And I feel like, isn't that how it almost always goes? Is like when you least expect it, they're going to come into your life. And so here, when you're feeling a little bit downtrodden and a little bit kind of like, do I even want to go on this next date? Like maybe I should just cancel. This is how they're going to come into your life. It's going to be that person that you kind of discounted because your energy was just like not into it at the time, not feeling it. Here we have the Six of Swords. And so for a lot of people, it's going to be that moment where your train of thought changes. Okay, so like I said here, it's going to be, oh, should I go on this date? Like I'm kind of dated out and I'm so over this dating scene. Like the last few people I went on a date with totally blew, wasn't into them, right? And then when you have that change of heart and you shift that gear, like, okay, one more date, or there's something about this person, I can't explain it, but I feel like I really should just suck it up and meet up with them, right? Like when you feel that windfall of energy, that sort of burst of energy, to like, okay, I'm just gonna go for it. That's how they're gonna come into your life. It's gonna be the one that kind of surprises you, but you had that feeling that you should meet them. Oh, Two of Chalices here. So definitely this is a really good connection. It's coming here with fifth dimension and this angel here, Angel Chamuel. Like this is a beautiful combination going on right here. Like they are really into you. And I get the sense that when you decide to, get yourself dressed, put on your good outfit and whatever, and even though your energies might not fully be there just yet, that's when you really are going to connect here and have this romance blossom, okay? And look at this, Knight of Cups. So like I said, this person wants to meet you, and the Knight of Cups is all about like taking action. Granted, this person again might feel a bit reserved at first, so maybe when you first meet, they might come off a little bit shy, a little bit tender-hearted, right? A little bit soft-spoken, but it's just because they don't know where your energy is at, But they feel that soul connection. They feel that love with you, and so, they're really going to let you know, like, hey, I'm here for you. Like, I'd love to meet you, but they're not going to be too pushy. That's the energy that I'm getting. They're not going to be too pushy because they want to see that your energy is meeting up with them. So you might be the one that's like, oh, sorry, I don't feel like it today. Can we reschedule? And their energy is going to be like, okay, yeah, sure, we can reschedule. Like, when's another good time for you? Let's reschedule for that date. You know, that might be that type of interaction you're going to have. Ooh, this is good, kind of juicy, y'all. And lastly, Ace of Swords. So again, this person is going to really change the way you think about love, change the way you approach love. And it's going to be this beautiful shift for you. So here, what I'm seeing is, we have 1, 2, and 6. So we have like a lot of new energy coming out here. So it's when you are, stepping back from these old energies of your beliefs around love, the love traumas, the love pains, brokenheartedness of the past, when you're ready to heal that and learn from it and say like, hey, this didn't work for me, so I'm not playing that game again. I'm not dealing with that. So universe, this is what I want. I want someone who's XYZ, right? You're not going to make any exceptions anymore. When you adopt that thought pattern where you're like, no, I'm not going to make any exceptions. I'm not going to compromise on this. This is what I deserve because this is who I am. When you start to embody those thoughts and that energy, like this person will have a lot easier time coming into your life. Woo! Dang. You better say it. Okay, let's see how this relationship is going to evolve and grow here. Okay, loves? Let's see what's up with that. Ooh, I'm really curious. I'm super excited. So we know about them. We know their energies. We know where your energy is at. We know about how y'all gonna meet. Let's see. What is it that you're going to evolve and learn from here? Look at this. See how this person, I almost feel like this is like a hand, but I know it's not. But I feel like this hand like cupping this face and showing affection here. Let there be closeness between you, but always give each other space. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. So, wow, okay, so what I'm getting here is that for some of you, on some level, you're very guarded because of whatever happened to you in the past. And so this is about, this person is going to open you up, let you be a little bit more receptive, a little bit more trusting, and be honest, I think is another good characteristic that this person is going to help cultivate with you, and how both of you are going to evolve is you're really going to have this opportunity to be honest about how you feel with each other, whether good or bad or whatever. Like, so whether you're jiving with each other or whether you have an argument or a disagreement, like this relationship that's coming up next is totally going to help you be honest and open and truthful about how you feel. And this is a big thing here. Love never claims, it simply allows and gives. And so what I'm getting here from the past is it's really about this breakdown of expectations on what love really means to you, A lot of times in love songs, we say the word like, you're mine, be mine, I want you, you belong to me. There's this kind of possessive energy about love and what this relationship that's coming into your life, again, these new thoughts, this brand new beginning with love, fresh starts, is really helping you understand what love really is, that it's not about owning another person, thereby making them subject to your expectations on how a person should be, but letting them be themselves and loving them for who they are themselves. And in return, you'll get that same energy back. Damn, this reading was fire. So if this resonated with you, it spoke to you, make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel because we're giving you all that good up here in Transform with Ryan. And to go to your next reading, click on this link right up here. But hey, if you need some help with this rebirth of this new viewpoint on love, I invite you to my free event that I'm hosting here on March 30th. It's a lunar release and rebirth. So if you are ready to step into this new love, meet this new love, I invite you to join. The link to register is in the description box below. So I'll see you on the next reading, love. Sending you so much heartsies and hugs and Hey there, Star Fam. For those of you who were indeed attracted to Rapunzel, yes, so I made sure that's the name of this Disney princess. I thought maybe Disney used a different name, but who were drawn to Rapunzel. This is what we're going to do for your reading right here is that we are going to first see what your love energy is like because it's important for everyone to understand that you attract what you are, not what you want. So let's look at your love and romance energy and what you're open to receiving in that department of life. Next, we're going to look into this other person's personality, like what are you actually attracting into your life with your energies. And then we're going to see number 3, how they will come into your life. So what are the circumstances that are going to lead to your meeting? And then lastly, number 4, we're going to see like how this relationship is going to help you and the other person evolve and grow. And maybe we'll see as well, like, is this something that could be super long term? So let's get into it, my dears. Let's see, where is your love energy at? You know, so we're gonna learn too if there's some healing that needs to happen here when it comes to love to attract that perfect person for you, or you know, for some of you if you're into polygamy and open relationships, so the best types of matches for you to have that harmonious connection with. Let's see what we got going. Okay, so let's look at your energies, my dears. First out, we have, Angel of Love. Wow, this actually came out for another reading. So Angel of Love here, what I'm getting here actually for you guys is your energy is very open right now to receiving love. Like, I'm getting a different energy actually from the previous reading where it's like you actually want love. And you're working in tandem with your angels, your guides, your higher self to pull that love into your life. Let's see what these other ones are at, because I feel like there's more to this story. So we have Journey. I want to see what this other one is like too. Man holding a coin. Oh, yes. Okay, so my earlier feelers that I was getting here, my earlier vibes are totally on point. So you know what you want. You've been on this journey of love. You've been in different types of relationships. You've come to find what works for you, what doesn't, and you know what kind of man you want. You know what kind of man you're trying to manifest. Or for those of you, of course, that are attracted to female-bodied people, you know what type of woman you're calling in. So with this man holding a coin, again, that's just sort of like energy here. So for those of you that are attracted to women, like you can just think of this as women holding a coin. This is someone who, well, you are someone who knows what you want. Like you know exactly what it is in this physical 3D dimension that you want in your life. That could be, you know, what physical features and characteristics, right, that this person has that you're drawn to, that you want to, you know, wake up every morning to. And you also know what type of, what I'm getting here is career. Like, you know what type of career, education level, like you have a very, very clear sense of what you are calling into your life when it comes to love. You have a lot of clarity when it comes to your love energy. Why? Because you've been on this journey of love, seeking love already, and you know what it is you want. Because of that, you've learned a lot of lessons. But what I feel is so beautiful about your energy is you are not really restricted or held back by the pains and heartbreak of the past anymore. Like, this person is confident, they're adventurous, they packed their bags, they know what they're bringing with them on the trip forward, they know what they need to leave behind, that they don't need to be carrying that weight anymore, okay? So, dang, I love this energy about you, my Rapunzel crew up in here. So I don't think we need to say much more about that because I feel like you know exactly who you are. So what about this person you're attracting? Let's get the 411 on them. Let's get the tea on them. Let's get that scoopity scoop on this person. Oh my gosh, I'm curious to see what it is you're drawing into because you have this very, very powerful energy already. I can sense it, my Rapunzel peeps, and I love it. I am here for it. Okay. So let's see what their personality is like. Observe. Social media, fascination, curiosity, watching from a distance. Okay, so this person, what I'm getting is they really want to know about you. I'm also getting this person that you're calling in is probably a bit thirsty. I'm getting this vibe. Oh my gosh, this is wild. I'm getting this vibe that they find you insanely attractive and they're kind of obsessed with you. I'm not sensing like creepy vibes obsessed, but it's just this curiosity. Like they want to know more about you. They're so fascinated by you. Like they are definitely checking out your social media if they have access to it. They're looking at your pictures. They're creating and trying to figure out these stories and these scenarios in their mind about who you are as a person. And you know what I'm actually getting to, my loves? You might actually know this person, or they might have connected with you in some way, shape, or form already. But perhaps they're not like an everyday part of your life. They might be an acquaintance or someone you met once upon a time and you're like, hey, let's be friends on Instagram or Facebook. And like, that's kind of where it went. But it's not like, they're your bestie or they're your like coworker or something like that. The degrees of separation are a little bit more distance. And so that's why they're watching from a distance. That's what that's all about, is that there's someone that's been curious about you and they're looking at your social media like, oh, you seem kind of fly. You seem kind of amazing. You seem kind of hot. And they are hella interested, okay? Inner child, playful, happy, enjoy the present moment, live to the fullest. So this person, I'm getting this very youthful energy coming from them. And let me tell you, so remember I was saying, my loves, you attract what you are, not what you want. And right from the get-go, y'all, I sense you are very confident people. Not cocky, but confident, because you've been through some things. If you know what I mean, let me know, okay? You've been through some things, so you know what's up. And you are attracting that kind of person. They know what's up. They've been through hardships in life. But what's so beautiful about this person you're calling in is that they didn't let life get them down. They've been through some things too, but that actually helped them appreciate the wonders of life. They now have more gratitude for the beautiful people and things and events that come into their life, and they can live life to the fullest. They have healed their inner child, and so they can see life as a game. They have fun. That's why they're so successful here, okay? Because they realize life is a game, okay? And you can either mope in the corner here about how you're not getting the cards or the pieces or the dice isn't rolling the way you want it to roll and wah, wah, wah. Or you can be like, no, just because that obstacle got in my path, that doesn't mean I can't win this game still. Okay, like, man, this person sounds HOTT hot. I'm feeling their energy. Okay, let's see what this last card is. Pause, inaction, calmness, step back, wait for the sign. So this person, here they're like watching from a distance. So this is about that inaction, this pause, okay? Because this person here, what I'm getting is they just trying to get some data on you. They're trying to get the scoop on you before they formally ask you out, formally approach you. And they're also kind of thinking about the best way to do this, right? Because again, they see life as this game. So they're thinking like, how am I going to win this person's heart? What can I do? Maybe in their head, they're seeing it as like, oh, you got a lot of admirers here. Like you're pretty bomb.com. And so maybe there's a lot of people approaching you. So how can I stand out amongst the admirers? What actions can I take? How can I like wow you? Oh my God, this person sounds amazing. Dang. And that's what I'm getting from this Rapunzel energy. Rapunzel, she was like bored AF up in her tower, and she actually took action to go on an adventure. That guy, I don't remember his name, the guy that found his way up into the tower, like she used him to go on her adventure to get to as her out away from this tower, away from this boring life. So she was that go-getter kind of energy. And she, was one of the first Disney princesses that I can remember who was super brave throughout most of the movie. She was more adventurous than the guy. The guy was kind of like, oh, hold on, don't talk to them. It's getting kind of wild, whatever. Right? And so that is this energy I'm sensing from you and this person. Like what I'm getting here is power couple. Legit. Power couple. Dang. Loving this. So, okay, let's see here, my dears. How is this person going to come into your life? What are going to be the circumstances that, maybe make them make that move finally? So let's just see what we got going on here. Let's see that. And, I'm getting called to shuffle. Okay, universe, we are going to shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. So if you are liking your reading so far, tell me what is resonating with you, because I am enjoying your reading. Hands down, on the reels, no doubt about it. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so what do we got here? Oh, 6 of chalices. So this is very nostalgic energy, past energy. So this is someone that you may have met like a while ago, and life kind of took you on different directions, and now it's an opportunity for you all to reconnect. Maybe it's someone you even went to high school with. For some of you, that's what I'm kind of getting. You went to high school with them, you went to maybe college with them, and you were kind of like acquaintances. Like you kind of went in the same social circles, perhaps, but you never really like fully connected and like bonded. For some of you, anyway. King of Wands. Dang. Okay, that's like boss energy to me. There's this like charismatic energy. What I'm getting, interestingly from this, I'm getting some type of like social function. Kind of random, but I'm getting some type of social function. I don't know if it's going to be like a high school reunion or class reunion or reunion amongst close friends, or maybe like some kind of convention. Maybe you and this person are in the same industry and you're going to meet at, a professional convention or organization or event. For some of you, what I'm getting too is sort of like a fair, like a county fair, county event. Interesting. So interesting. And next we have 5 of Wands here. This energy, not as clear with this card. Let's see what the other ones say. Ooh, 10 of Chalices. This is magic. So actually, when this person makes themselves known to you, you are actually going to feel some kind of way about it. I feel like butterflies. There's going to be this, you're going to have this pleasant shock, this pleasant feeling, because it's like, not that you didn't think this was a bad person or a loser or anything like that, but I guess what I'm getting is they probably weren't within your radar, as like a potential lover. Like you didn't think about them in that way before, but now there's something opening up. There's something there. And Queen of Cups. Okay, let's take a look here at these energies. And of course, I invite you, in all of my readings, I also invite you to get whatever imprints and downloads and emotions and insight from the cards as well, not just what I'm saying. So what I'm seeing here is that both of you really have this charisma about you. Both of you have this magnetic allure. And when you two come together, it's like these magnets that are being like drawn together. So whenever that first move is made, it's just going to be like zoop, coming together. What I'm seeing here, actually, what's interesting is there's going to be, when you both connect, because there's so much happiness, because there's all of these high vibe positive emotions, there is something that's going to come out in one or both of you that's going to be a little bit doubtful. Like there's just going to be this energy that's kind of questioning, like, yo, is it really like this fly? Is this really this amazing? Like, can people really fall in love this fast? Can this really be a fairy tale romance kind of story? Like, there's gonna be those kinds of doubts in your head because it's gonna be going so well that it's almost like your ego is going to create a problem. You're gonna try to find a problem with this connection. But really what I'm seeing, y'all, is there is no problem with this connection, like, at all. Like, this is like a dream connection. I'm so excited for y'all. But that's what this is. So don't let your mind take you out of the game. That's one of those things. Don't let your mind take you out of the game. Don't let the doubt take you out of the game. Like, just fall into this, flow and this energy that you have between you two. Just let it kind of unfold and unfurl. Don't try to like throw it back, in the bag. Don't try to lock it away again in a box or something like that. Just go with it, because these cards around it are just so gorgeous. And, you're amazing. You're powerful. You know who you are. Same thing about this person. Like, of course, you guys can connect. Okay, let's see how, I feel like y'all are pretty like high up there on this spiritual pathway as it is. So let's kind of take a look at how this relationship is going to evolve and grow for the both of you. Okay, look here. We got these two angel beings together. So what do they got to say? My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united. For love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. So what I'm getting here is you both are so busy. You both have like a blossoming career. Maybe one or both of you are entrepreneurs. Maybe you don't even naturally live in the same city, but you might come together again because of some convention or something like that. And what you both are going to realize is that love is not limited by space and time. That even if you aren't living in the same city, you're able to connect so profoundly, so deeply, and you're never going to feel like you're wanting or missing out on anything. You guys are going to make this work because you are both committed to this. So dang, this next relationship, this one might be the one, y'all. This person might be the one for reals. And I think this is a beautiful thing to learn, is your love will stand the test of time. That's what I'm getting from this. Your love will stand the test of time. So, so beautiful. So if you are claiming this reading, you better give it that thumbs up, that like, honey. And of course, make sure you subscribe to this channel to continue to receive this lovely energy here at Transform with Ryan whenever a new video drops. And for your next reading, click on this link right up here and it'll take you to that reading. But not that I'm convinced y'all need this, but in case there's some other area of your life that you all are ready to have a reset, a restart, fresh new beginnings, I am hosting this event on March 30th, 2022, and it's free, so I invite you to register and come to this event. It's called Lunar Release and Rebirth. So we are going to transform your timeline, get you on a more aligned space with that event, and I look forward to seeing you there. The link to register to that event is going to be in the description box below, so please check it out if it calls to you. Until next time, see you at the next reading, loves. My boss babes, my boss kings and queens. Mwah. Hey there, Star fam. For those of you that were drawn to Cinderella over here, this is your reading. So again, we're getting kind of detailed here. So what we're going to cover are 4 things. First thing is we're going to look at your current love energy, your romance energy, because it's important to know that you attract what you are, not what you want. So we're going to look at your energies here to see what exactly your love romance energy is like. Then the second thing is we're going to take a look at this person that you are attracting, okay, with your current energy. So what's their personality like? Maybe what's their story? What's their looks? Whatever we can get from that. And then number 3, we are going to be looking at how they will come into your life. So what kind of circumstances? How might you recognize them, okay? And then lastly, number 4, we're going to see at how this relationship between them is going to grow and evolve. Not just you, but them as well, okay? So let's see, where are your love energies at, my amazing Cinderella crew here? Sometimes for people, there's something that needs to be healed. And then other times, it's like, it's all great, it's all good. So let's see, what do we need to know about your current love and romance energy, my Cinderella crew? Oh, wow, 2. Okay, wow. So you got a little bonus there. So first out, we have hostilities. Okay, so what I'm getting here, my Cinderella peeps, keeping it real for you, is that you all are really protective of your heart. And I also sense that in general, you're very protective of the people around you that you love and care for. And some people actually probably feel your energy to be very, very aggressive. And what I'm sensing here is really this aggression and this sometimes this anger is because you, again, are just trying to protect yourself so that you don't get hurt again. Okay, so you're very protective of your heart, you're very protective of your time and the ones that you love. And the unfortunate thing about being too protective, over defensive, is that it's really hard for people to come into your life. Okay. And again, you've been hurt in the past. I totally get it. I did the same kind of thing, when I was dating, and I had my heart broken, just like many people on this planet. And part of the way I did it was, I was like, I would get kind of mean to sort of test the waters and see, like, okay, if you can break through my defenses, then perhaps I'll give you the time of day, right? Like it was this trial to get to my heart. And, it doesn't have to be that way. It's what I've come to learn on my journey. So it'll be interesting to see what you learn about it on your journey. But, sometimes you're not going to catch what you want when you're a little bit hostile or you're dishing out some vinegar. You might be a little bit more attractive and attracting, magnetizing when you have a little bit of honey, a little bit of sweetness about you. So here we have goddess of the moon. So there, what I'm getting here, moon energy is really about subconscious. And it's really about cleansing and healing, okay? It's about having patience and kindness towards your inner child, towards yourself. And so what I'm getting here, my loves, for your highest and greatest good is where I'm coming from, babes, is that there is something that's really, really hurt. It's hurt you so much to the point that you have been very, hostile about it. It's like a trigger. That's a good word. There is something about your past in love. It could be with family, like parents. It could be with a former lover or a former spouse that it's like a trigger for you. And so when you have this hostility and this anger and resentment within you, it's hard for the good stuff to come into your life. Okay, it's a little bit more challenging because there's a lot more obstacles and a lot more trials and tribulations that they have to go through before they make it towards you. So that, I would say, needs a little bit of healing, needs a little bit of TLC, okay? The garden and the gate. So this, what I'm getting is we have this beautiful garden here. And so what is going through your mind is that as long as you keep your distance, you're safe. Everything is good. Like your garden is like, I really like it here. It's totally cool. I'm content. But what lies beyond the gate? That's the real question. Like, part of what I'm getting your mindset is some of you are like, I don't need nobody. I can do bad by myself, which is interesting because now you're here at this love reading. So it'll be interesting to see how many people are drawn to Cinderella. Let me know in the comments below if you were drawn to this reading, okay? Because I'm curious to know. But the real question is, like, what good can happen? What's the best that can happen here if you just step beyond your comfort zone, step outside of the gates, be vulnerable again? Because this person here, she's in this gated area. She knows she's safe here. She's familiar with this surrounding. It's what's beyond the gate, beyond this garden that's unknown. And that can inspire a lot of fear, a lot of doubt, a lot of worry, right? And a lot of paralysis, like afraid to move, afraid to take a step forward because of the unknown. But there is something very beautiful beyond the gate. I can feel it for all of you reading this. And it's just a matter of sort of getting out of your own way and healing this from the past. Happy family. So for some of you, this heartache, this heartbreak that has you so protective and defensive has to do with some kind of family connection. And the reason why that is, if I can explain to y'all, if y'all are open to it, is because when we are young, the first people that we learn love from is our family. So if we are abandoned, or we feel we're abandoned by our parents, it has a very big effect on how we love people outside of our family in the future. Not only just our family, but the people outside our family. So, what I learned when I was reading this book called The Velvet Rage, it was an amazing, amazing book, and it really helped shift my perspective on a lot of things and helped me understand my love patterns a lot more, even though the book itself is not about necessarily just about love. But for example, if you are heterosexual and you are female identified, so as a female, your first interaction with the opposite sex, the sex you're attracted to, which is your father, that's going to be your first example. So do you have a good relationship with your dad, or do you not? If you do not have a good relationship with your dad, then, or maybe your dad was absent, then it's really hard for you to really find the type of relationship that resonates with you as an adult, because you don't have any example, you don't have any framework, you don't have anything to base it off of, okay? Or you have this sort of wonky example of it where maybe your dad was very distant, and so it's like, well, now I understand that men that I'm attracted to is like distant. That's like what you know. Have you ever heard that phrase, like women always marry their fathers and then sons always marry their mothers? That's for like the heterosexual relationship, right? And so that's why, because they're your first example, your first framework of what it is like to have a loving relationship with someone of the opposite sex. And for those of you that are attracted to same-sex individuals, same thing. And so, for example, gay men, your first example of a relationship is with your father, just like straight heterosexual women. And so you base your interactions with other men, other potential love partners, based on the relationship you have with your dad, which is why, sometimes gay relationships with men are very challenging and very difficult to kind of go through, because we don't have good relationships with our fathers. Okay, so that was like a lot of psychology there, but I'm getting the sense that universe really wanted me to just share that information with you all for your reading. Again, to serve your highest and greatest good. So let's see what kind of person you're attracting into your life with your current energies, okay? So don't feel disheartened by this, please. Just know that this is something that's brought to your attention for a reason, for a purpose, because it's ready to be healed so that you can get the kind of love you truly deserve, the kind of love you really, really want in life. Oh, wow, this card flipped out. Dang, that's a very powerful card. That actually showed up for another reading. And so let me see what the energies feel like for your particular reading and that card. Weird. Okay, Spirit is saying draw 5, which is more than what I've drawn for the other piles. So let's follow Spirit. We're going to go with it. Okay, one more Spirit, one more Spirit. Okay. Ask and you shall receive, right, my dears? Okay, so these cards kind of popped out. So let's kind of address this first, okay, fam? So 5th dimension, intuitive communication, you are connected at the soul level. So this is soulmate energy. You are attracting a soulmate into your life. Now, the thing about soulmates is they're not always romantic partners. Your soulmate could be your best friend. Your soulmate could be a family member. Your soulmate could be someone that you work very closely with, that you have a long-standing relationship with. So you are connected on the soul level to support and nourish and help each other grow. Okay? So that is the soulmate. You just vibe and resonate with this person. It's like they get you. Okay? That's the type of person you're calling in. So someone very similar to you. Ooh, dang. So does like attract like? That seems to be the vibe for your reading, y'all. So we got pause, inaction, calmness, step back, wait for the sign. So you're defensive. This other person is defensive. You're cautious. They're cautious. So there's not a lot of movement going on here. It's going to be very, very slow movement here, because what I'm getting the sense of is both of you are kind of playing this game of chicken. Like, who's going to yield first? Who's going to open up first? Because for some reason, when it comes to love, it's almost like you are feeling like if you open up to your feelings and you express how you really feel deep down, you're vulnerable. You're opening yourself up to getting hurt. And Honey, 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 Star Fam, I feel you on this one. I totally had that mindset long time ago. And sometimes, to be honest, sometimes it feels like it creeps back up again. But, you know, if you want that deep, deep love, that good, good love, it's all about feeling safe to be vulnerable around that person. And as long as your guard is up, you're not going to be able to tap into the true depth and the true power of this connection and this relationship. So I get the sense both of you all on a high alert, high guard. You are really like looking for the dangers here rather than focusing on the what could happen and the blessings, the good things that can come out. Lessons, knowledge, understanding. Look for the lesson in this situation. So this person that you're calling in, they got a lot to learn about their heart and about their past and about healing and about their soul. And it seems like, you know, to be real, you got a lot to learn too, honey. Inner child, playful, happy, enjoy the present moment, live to the fullest. This card actually came out. So 1, 2, 3. These cards came out in other readings. So I'm sensing that my star family here on Transform with Ryan, you know, a lot of the energies are very commonplace amongst the community, which is beautiful because we can all learn and grow together and have this safe space for people who understand what we're going through. But what I'm getting here is, okay, first of all, yes, there's some pain and trauma from childhood, from the past, some absentee parents, some absentee caregivers kind of energy as well. And even if they weren't absent physically, like, you know, it wasn't a single parent household, emotionally, they were distant. Emotionally, they didn't feel available to you to love and nourish you emotionally, okay? But what I'm actually also getting from this vibe, from this person, is they have this very playful facade. Their energy can come off as very lighthearted, very playful, very happy-go-lucky, but inside there's some stuff going on. Inside there's some things going on, okay, that they've been avoiding, that they have not quite learned yet. Ooh, so this character, there's more to this person than meets the eye, because the mask and the persona they present to the world is not all there is to them, okay? They're not that, and this is perfect for you and them. They're not that hard on the sleeve kind of person, okay? They don't let their cards show. They don't like crying in public. That's what I'm getting. They don't like crying. They don't like showing what weak emotions. Perception, red flags, delusion, perspective, see through your own false beliefs. Bam, what was I just talking about? Dang, universe, you better tell it. This is why I love tarot, because, I mean, I can't make that up. You saw me shuffle the cards and it just came out, right? Like, I didn't rig this reading. That's what I love. You can't fool spirit. You know, God, source, spirit, they always watching. They know what's up. So here, again, it's what the persona they're presenting out in the world, that's not their true self. They're very protective about their true self because their true self was hurt in the past. And so they have learned to put up these walls and these barriers. And I trust and I suspect, you know, you've been in the same position, hun. But again, you can always heal. You can always change. You can always shift, okay? It's all about what you want in life. If this is not what you want, if you want something different, then you just gotta do something different, okay, huns? I'm just sending you so much love right now and support, okay? So let's see, how are they gonna come into your life? So we know a little bit about them. How are they gonna come into your life? How are you gonna know this person when you meet them? What are those characteristics? What are those features? What are the circumstances of your meeting? I know. Let's just appreciate some silence right now because I feel like there's a lot to process here. Okay, how y'all gonna come together? How y'all gonna meet? What are going to be those circumstances to help you recognize this person? Okay. So this one flipped out. I guess we'll just start there, huh? So we got the 10 of Wands. So what I'm sensing here is that it's almost like you're going to be drawn into each other's life to help solve some kind of problem, or you're going to see each other as some kind of solution. Okay, solution to your circumstances. You're gonna kind of see each other as like, oh, this person seems like someone that would be worth knowing. Okay, that's what I'm kind of sensing here, is that there's something, that there's an issue here that you both are trying to solve, and you're going to be drawn together in some way, shape, or form. So let me give you an example. It's actually, it's going to be very, very different, is what I'm getting from Spirit. It's going to be very, very different for each of you that have drawn this or have chosen Cinderella here. So let me give you an example of what I mean. So perhaps you both had a drinking problem and you go to Alcoholics Anonymous and you go to your meetings, and that's how you can meet each other, because you're looking for this solution to this issue, this problem that you had in your life. Or perhaps you both decide to go on this diabetes walk because exercise is healthy for you, and you meet at the diabetes walk. Or you sign up for this 3-day workshop, this 3-day online event to help run your business and make millions and scale up on your business. So you're going to meet at this event or this situation in which you both are trying to find answers. You're both trying to find solutions to whatever problems you're experiencing in life, okay? Next, we have Nine of Swords, so a lot of anxiety here. That I feel like is going to be the circumstance. So I sense that you guys are both going to be outside of your comfort zones. That's sort of the circumstances surrounding your meeting. You're both going to feel very uncomfortable with where you're at, what you're doing. And I get the sense you're going to be able to tell that from each other. Like, you're going to be able to sense that the other person is feeling a little anxious and nervous. Here we got the Three of Wands. And so what I'm sensing here is like you both have this vision of what you want, and you're trying to call it in, but you just don't know. You just don't know how. You don't know what the first step is. You don't know what you're supposed to do next. It's really hard. But let me tell you, stick with this channel, Huns, and I do readings about talking about what the next step is. So you will probably get some insight or some guidance from one of those readings. Wow, that was weird. I normally don't like do that in the middle of a reading, but whatever. We're just moving with spirit, right? And so what this is again, you see where you want to go, right? We see this cute little fairy child looking out at this beautiful world outside of his forest home, but there's no path. There's no clear path yet. That's the part that's eluding you right now. You just don't know which way to go yet, but it will become clear. It will become clear. It's just like not going to be clear at the get-go. The Magician. So here it's all about creating your new life, creating this new reality. That's where you guys are both going to be, because you realize, especially after this reading, I'm sure many of you are having these aha moments where you realizing what you need to help you attract the type of love, create the type of life that you want. You know it now. So you're going to be on that journey, both of you, about rebuilding your life, rebuilding love in your life. Ace of Swords, new ideas. Okay, so learning is what I'm getting here. Again, something about learning more about yourselves is how you're going to connect with each other. You're both on this self-discovery mission. Look, we got 2 ones here. So lots of new beginnings, strong energies here about rebirths, fresh starts. That's the energy that I'm getting here. Oh, this is amazing. Okay, let's see how this relationship is going to evolve and grow, the both of you, how you're both going to change and become your highest and greatest versions of yourselves by being together, knowing each other, okay? Let's see. What is this next relationship, this next romantic relationship that my Cinderella crew is going to be in? How is it going to evolve and grow them? And even the other person. Oh, look at this. Mother Nature here, bringing that healing energy. Imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. Wow. So this relationship is really going to clear out a lot of the wounds and traumas of the past, and it's going to open you up here, new possibilities, new opportunities, new beginnings. So I guess it's to TBD, to be determined if this new opportunity possibility, if this person is going to be here to stay for the long term. I guess you'll have to let me know. Come back to this reading if you remember to and let me know what was up. Dang, beautiful, beautiful. So if this resonated with you, if you got something out of this, please make sure to like this video. I would really appreciate it. And subscribe to this channel so you can enjoy more readings like this. For your next reading, go ahead and click on this link right up here. It'll take you there. And my dears, there's something very important I want to offer and invite you to. I am doing this event on March 30th, 2022. Called Lunar Release and Rebirth. And it's all about releasing energies of the past and starting forward on a fresh new journey, resetting your life, a rebirth, aligning with your highest and most greatest timeline. So if you want to be a part of that, if you are ready to have this new beginning, new birth, look at the description box down below. There's a link to register for the event, and I would really, really, really be honored if you were to come to this event and gain a lot from it. I'm here to serve, and I cannot wait to interact and meet with you more, my beautiful, beautiful star fam. So I will see you on the next video. Sending you so much love. Mwah. Hey there, Star Fam. For those of you that were drawn to Belle, the little bookworm here, I have to say I relate to Belle a lot because I love, 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 love reading and learning new knowledge. So Belle is one of those special, special Disney characters for me. So for those of you that picked Belle and were drawn to Belle from Beauty and the Beast, we are going to get detailed AF about your next relationship and romance here. So we're going to cover 4 things, okay, loves? So first thing we're going to cover is your current love energy, your romance energy, okay? Because you attract what you are, not what you want. So are you in that position to really attract true love, true romance, or is there something in your love field that needs to be healed and addressed? Number 2, we are going to see what type of person you are attracting with your current love energy. So who's coming on in here? What are they bringing? What's their energy like? Okay. And number 3, how they are going to come into your life. What are the circumstances? How are you going to be able to tell who this person is when they show up? How are you going to meet? What they're going to look like? Those kinds of things. We'll see what we get. And lastly, number 4, how is this relationship going to evolve and grow you and them? So let's see here, your current love energies. I'm being actually called to shuffle this time around. I didn't get called to do that on the previous readings. So let's see what we got here. And you know what? All the readings so far have been so different and I am loving it. So I cannot wait to see what your reading has to share with you. So we got some energy. 5th chakra, Archangel Gabriel. Dang. So your heart chakra is hella open. That's what I'm getting here. I'm getting really good vibes from you, my Belle crew, that your heart chakra, you are a very loving, loving being, and you are ready to share that love that you have with someone very, very special. For those of you that are, polygamists, you have a lot of love to give your partners. So you have so much love in your heart, so much compassion and patience and kindness. So you are ready. Next, I have action. Oh, yes, you are totally ready. Like, what I'm sensing here is you are definitely a go-getter kind of personality. So whether you identify as male, female, non-binary, asexual, whatever, like you are an action taker. So you don't fall into that belief system is like, oh, they gotta make the first move, or I'm the girl, they should ask me out, or I'm taking the female role in this relationship, so the male role, the male person has to ask me out, or the more masculine person has to ask me out. Like, no, you're not falling under those kind of traps. You're like, I know what I want, so I'm gonna get it. It's like that Ariana Grande song, 7 Rings. I want it, I got it. I want it, I got it. So you just, and I'm getting this doesn't just extend to love, like, in a lot of aspects in your life, you are an action taker. You are the one that will message that person when you get a match on a dating app, or if you see something you like, you compliment it. You're that person that I admire, to be honest with you. You're that person that I admire, and I wish I could channel more of your energy, that you go up to the person at the bar. If someone has caught your eye, you go buy them a drink, you start a conversation. I love that. And it's because your heart is so whole. It's so healed. It's so complete. It's like you're not worried about getting your heart broken, about getting your feelings hurt, because your heart is already so strong. Dang, I'm loving you, my Belle crew. I admire you. patience here. And so what I'm getting from this energy from you is like, yeah, you take action, but that doesn't mean you're rushed. Like you are all about getting that quality, okay? Like you take action to see, like first this person intrigues you, that project you're passionate about, you're excited about, so you go for it, and then you kind of adapt and adjust as you go along. You're not so focused on the outcome necessarily, you're very much in the moment, and that gives you this perception by others is that you're patient because you're not trying to rush things, okay? It's like what you do is you take action and you just see what happens, and you're not really in a rush to get to the end because for you it's all about the journey, okay? And I dare say some of you really enjoy the chase. Some of you, like, you really enjoy the chase and like trying to understand, like, am I gonna get this person? Are we gonna connect? Or am I gonna win them over? Am I not? Like, right? So you're really not as invested in the outcome as you are the journey and being in the moment. I think that's actually a very, very beautiful and wonderful characteristic. So let's learn about this other person that's coming into your life. Let's get the 411. Let's get the T on them. What are they about? What can you tell us, Spirit? What does the Belle crew here need to know about this person that they are attracting, that they are drawing into their life? Please let us know what you can. Who is this person that is coming into their life, that they are attracting into their life? Okay, so we have balance, yin and yang, darkness and light. Stay centered in your higher self. So what you're actually attracting, I think this is beautiful. I think this is beautiful to go with your beautiful reading, is you're attracting someone that actually balances you out. Someone, what I get is, for example, your energy is very like outgoing, very lots of energy, lots of action taking, lots of very, very sociable kind of personality, right? It's like you really can get along and have conversations with all kinds of people. And this person is balancing you out. So they're maybe a little bit more quiet, a little bit more reserved. So in this case, it seems like very much opposites attract kind of energy. And with your energy being like all over the place, so dynamic, this person's energy is a lot more grounded and a lot more centered. It's the energy I'm getting is very home, right? It's like you go out in the world, you go on your adventures, you do your activities, do your things, whatever, and then you come home and it's like quiet and calm and peaceful and centered, grounded, stable, those kinds of energies. Next we have travel, movement, meeting, adventure, be ready for new experiences. So what I'm getting is this person loves to travel. This person that's coming into your life, they get their kicks out of traveling and learning about different cultures. And for some of you, this person may be visiting your local area, and that's how you might run into them, is that they are a tourist, a person passing through. For some of you, like I said, it just could be simply someone that loves traveling, loves visiting other places. And they're really drawn to new experiences here is what this card is saying, new experiences. So this person, what I gather, like between the two of you, you're the one that's a little bit more materialistic, right? Like, I want it, I got it. Like, you're the one that has more invested in physical belongings and goods. And this person is definitely a lot simpler in life. They're like very minimalist, okay? Because where they like to spend their money and their time is more towards experiences. So they're the ones that, instead of buying new outfits, they're the ones that's like, okay, I'm gonna pay for this class, a sewing class, right? Or an art class, and I'm gonna come home with a pot, right? That's where they'll spend their money. And here we have loss of self and identity, discover your true self again. So what I'm getting here is that this person that you're calling into your life, they, went through a dark night of the soul, dark night of the ego, if you will. They went through a shadow journey, and that could be why they're traveling, is because they want to, or maybe they moved. Oh, that's another possibility, y'all, is that they experienced some loss in like one town, and so part of what their journey is like moving to another town. Sort of like if you've ever seen the Netflix show Emily in Paris, like she left I think, Chicago and moved to Paris for her job. So it could be that type of situation. Although in Emily in Paris, she went for like a career move, but this person, there was some kind of loss that really shook them. So maybe they lost their job, right? Or maybe they lost a family member, maybe they lost their house, they lost something, and it spurred them on to go on this self-discovery journey. And that was part of the traveling as well, part of the reason for traveling. Okay, so let's see next, how will they come into your life? Okay, so how are you going to recognize them? How are you going to know that this person is your next relationship, your next romance? Okay, so wow, their energy is very cool. This person that's coming into your life, they balance you out. They're definitely super grounded. And again, it's because they went through this loss. They went through this hardship, this difficult time in life. Wow, for some of them, it's even like a loss of identity. You know, they're like, who am I? Why am I here? What am I meant to do? Wow, that kind of energy. So how, oh, okay. How will they come into your life? How are you going to recognize them? What kind of features do they have that's going to clue you in that, yo, this is your next romance. This is your next relationship coming on in here. What? It's shuffle? Okay. Spirit is saying shuffle. So let's shuffle. All right. So let's see. So this is the card that jumped out here. We have Temperance. And what I'm getting from this card here is that actually the way that you guys are going to meet is not going to be some kind of like explosive, time stopped or slow motion kind of meeting. It's going to feel very low key, very subtle. And it's going to be while you're both are doing something that you actually don't think much of. Okay, it's like just sort of day-to-day activities, run of the mill, like what I'm getting is like, for example, if you guys connected on a dating app or something, you maybe exchange some messages, and then when you set up the date, it's not like you are like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I can't wait to meet them, and you have all these nerves, and you're like anxious to meet them, and you're like having all these expectations of how everything's gonna turn out or whatever. Like, no, you're gonna actually be super chill, super calm about it. And I think honestly that's like one of the best ways to go into a date, is not having that anxiety or apprehension, worry, right? And just be like, hey, I'm just gonna go meet this person. They seem really cool. We connected through messages and whatever. So let's meet in person, see what happens. Like that's that kind of energy. Knight of Wands. So definitely your energy here going through with this action. This is what I'm getting here. Is that this could be someone that maybe you made the first move on, like you sent them the message first. And when you meet, you're going to feel very passionate about this person. And okay, for some of you, wow, this is really, I was not expecting this to come through. So see how this knight is riding this bird, and this bird is kind of like bucked up? I'm getting that when you meet this person, it's like you are going to want them. Like you are going to want to dominate them. There's something about their personality that makes you want to claim them. Oh my God, that is so interesting. So that's for some of you. That's the energy that I'm getting, is that when you meet this person, you're going to be like, yes, I want you. And you're really going to feel compelled to stake your claim. Queen of Chalices, this is kind of more their energy actually, which is interesting. This is what I'm getting from this card, is this is more their energy, how you're going to recognize them. Is that, again, they're a little bit softer, they're a little bit slow to act, perhaps, and they are very in tune with their emotions. They probably are the type of person that say a lot of things like, I feel like that's unfair. I feel like you're not listening to me. I feel like, we're not having the same conversation here. I feel like there's some confusion. They say that kind of thing a lot, versus like, you're confused, you don't know what you're talking about, you're wrong, I'm right. Like they don't speak like that. They speak more like, oh, I'm feeling this way, or I'm sensing that. Okay, so that's kind of the language that they take on. Oh, so interesting. So interesting. Next we have here Hanged Man. So they are really going to flip your perspective around. They're going to have you like, they are really going to challenge the way you see the world. And it's probably because they've traveled a lot. They're really worldly. And so they're going to bring some ideas and some viewpoints to you. And you're going to be like, huh, I never thought of it that way before. And so what I'm getting is, again, this energy is balance. So it's not gonna be like, I'm gonna prove you wrong or I'm right. This is how you should think about things. No, it's not like that at all. It's more like a, huh, I'm so glad you shared that with me because now that enhanced my understanding of the world. It helps me understand people better and get another perspective on things. So you're going to have these really beautiful conversations, actually, is what I'm sensing here with this person, is they're going to open up your eyes and your mind to different viewpoints, and you're going to feel better for that. Oh, I love that. Next here we have the Six of Wands. Oh, victory. I love this. This actually, so you are definitely going to feel very, very good vibes, very strong connections with this person here, because these two wands energies are like communicating with each other. And this is like victory. This is the one. This is who I'm chasing. This is the one I'm after. This is the one who is like first place. This is the one who I can probably see my life with, spending the rest of my life with. Like, that's what I'm getting from this reading here, is that you are really sensing like, wow, success. Like, this is a relationship and a romance that I can be all in on. And again, you're like so open with your energies, and that's beautiful. So you're not really guarded. And what I love about you, my dear Bells, is that you say and do what you feel. The energy I'm getting here is very authentic. You're very authentic. You're very real with yourself. And that comes off as this confidence, which is, it's a very, very attractive quality in people, is this confidence, this magnetism. Wow, I'm like getting really, really good energies for you, and I'm loving it. I'm here for it. That is awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. So let's see how this relationship is going to help grow and evolve you and perhaps even this other person. But let's check it out. Let's see here. Actually, I'm thinking it's this middle one. Oh, interesting. So here we go. We have these beautiful beings here. It looks like one angel is like doing some kind of energetic healing or something, and this other person experiencing a lot of love. So it says here, healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed this very moment. For some of you, this is very interesting as well. What I'm getting is that you guys actually knew each other in a past life. And that's why the connection feels so strong when you first met. You both knew each other in a past life, and in this lifetime, you are healing some of the pains from your past life together. And so your relationship is very, very, very spiritual, very soul level kind of relationship. It's very deep. You guys have known each other for probably more than one lifetime before. And you've been on this journey of life together, and you are going to be able to heal each other's pains. Wow, so, 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 so beautiful. Dang, I am like feeling y'all's reading, Belle. Okay, so if you liked your reading, this resonated with you, you're calling this person in, hit that like button for me and subscribe to this channel to continue to enjoy the energies here at Transform with Ryan. And for your next reading, you can click on this link above here and it'll take you to your next reading. But I just wanted to let y'all know that on March 30th, 2022, I'm going to be hosting this event called Lunar Release and Rebirth, and it's all about fresh starts in life and getting you back on the aligned path that you want. Looks to me like you got it going on when it comes to love, but perhaps there's some other area in your life which you feel like you need a fresh perspective, a fresh start on. You want to get aligned on a new pathway because where you're at is not where you want to be, and it's not where you want to be going. So please, I invite you to register for that event. The link to do so is in the description box down below. I would be very honored to share space with you and get to meet you and know you there. So sending you all so much love. I'm so excited for you, Belle crew. Until next time. Mwah. Okay, star fam. For those of you that were drawn to the beautiful Ariel from The Little Mermaid here. This actually one of my favorite movies growing up because I love the songs in the movie for sure. And, you know, I just really thought it was cool that there were mermaids. So this is your reading about your next relationship or romance. We are getting detailed AF up in this reading. So we're going to cover 4 things, fam. We are going to cover your current love energy because it's important for you to know that you attract what you are, not what you want. So let's tune into your love energy, your romantic energy right now at the time of this reading. And then number 2, we're going to see like what kind of person are you attracting with that energy? Who's coming into your life next? What is this person like? What are they about? And how will they come into your life? That's going to be number 3. So we're going to see what circumstances are going to lead up to your meeting, how you're going to recognize this person perhaps, if there's any features about them that are going to clue you in that, hey, this was my next relationship romance that was, you know, mentioned in this card reading today. And then lastly, we're going to see how this relationship is going to grow and evolve you and perhaps the other person as well. So first things first though, let's take a look at your energies, your love energies. Where are they at? What are they doing? So door to spirit. Okay, I'm getting called to flip all 3 this time around. Community, and rest and rejuvenation. So I'm getting called by spirit to talk about all these 3 cards here, which is different from the other readings that I did so far. So what I'm getting here is your love energy is, at least in the sense of romance, is a little bit blunted right now, actually. In a lot of ways, it seems like finding that special someone, that romantic relationship, is actually not on the top of your priority list right now, to be honest, okay? What I'm seeing here is a lot of rest and rejuvenation, so tending to yourself, nurturing yourself. What I'm getting is you're very self-aware, okay? So you're a very spiritual person. You've on that spiritual awakening journey, and you have this beautiful community around you of like-minded, like-spirited individuals. And this has been your safe haven. This has been your reprieve, your oasis, if you will, for you to rest and rejuvenate. Because what I'm getting from you, my loves, is that you are very, very aware that you attract what you are, not what you want. So I didn't even need to say that in the beginning. And so you know that about your energy. So you have been healing your past traumas and wounds around your heart, around love, around romance. You've been refreshing and rejuvenating yourself, doing a lot of releasing. So you've been loving and taking care of yourself first, because you know that that is the key to allowing that perfect match for you to come on in. And what's very clear to me here is you want to attract somebody that's from the same community, that shares the same belief systems as you, shares the same outlook on life, philosophy on life. That's the type of love you're attracting here. I get the sense too that many of you are really connected with a certain religion, a certain faith or belief system, okay? And I think that's actually very beautiful and very interesting, because so many people that I know that read tarot cards and are drawn to tarot cards, they don't really have a religious affiliation. But I feel like you have a lot of roots in religion. It could maybe have been your upbringing, and so a lot of your philosophies and belief on life come from that upbringing, this faith community that you've had with people. Wow, this is really, I'm so happy to be reading for you. Definitely not my typical audience that I would think I have. So I'm so happy that you're in the space. Welcome, welcome if you're new here. So let's see, tell us about this person that you are attracting next for your next relationship, your next romance. Tell us about this person, because it sounds like you are all taken care of. You're so fresh and so clean. You are really coming into your own here. Okay, Spirit's saying shuffle again. And so I think that's amazing. That's beautiful. Kudos to you. Kudos to you. Let me shuffle one more time. Okay. So we have first potential fulfillment, risk, achievement. Your potential is limitless. Sacred space, altar, prayer, candles, commune with your own divinity. Wow, that's so interesting that it's coming up under this community card, and how we were just talking about a lot of, religions, faith-based systems. And lastly, unawakened. Unaware, 3D ego darkness, your twin flame is not ready yet. So this is who you're attracting next. This is your next relationship, your next romance. So what I'm sensing from this person is actually, yes, you're going to meet this person from a similar community, similar background, similar faith system. So that's definitely true there. What I'm getting from this person as well that you're pulling in is they're actually not very spiritually mature. That's what I'm sensing here, because we have unawakened and potential. So to me, that sort of screams like page energy, ace energy. So someone who's still like young and trying to find their way in the world, trying to find out who they truly are, understanding themselves, understanding their shadow aspects. So someone who's not as far along in the spiritual journey as you are. Now, I don't know if I'm getting a lot of strong, like, ooh, fiery romance energy from this person. There could definitely be romance there, but it's taking a little bit more of a subtle energy, a subtle tone, softer energies here. And what, let me see if there's something else I'm also sensing. Okay, so here again, just to kind of emphasize and point out, like, you've taken that time to rest and rejuvenate here. They haven't quite done that yet. That's why it says your twin flame is not ready yet, unaware, is because they just haven't had the time perhaps, or they haven't known how to address their spiritual journey, okay? They're probably, what I'm sensing is they're probably gonna start on it after you guys meet, or they may just be starting it when you first meet. And I'm also getting this sense that you're gonna be kind of like a mentor figure to them. Like, you're someone that they're gonna see the knowledge and the experience and the know-how in, and they're really going to come to you. They're going to be drawn to you and attracted to you because of that knowledge and that wisdom you have, and they're going to feel very connected to you because of what you have to share and teach them. And sometimes people fall in love with their teachers. I mean, I'm just saying. I know in some circles, like, the teacher-student relationship is a bit taboo, but hey, love is love is love is love is love. As long as people are consenting to the relationship, right? So let's see, how are they going to come into your life? How are you going to recognize them? Okay, so we already got a little bit about their personality and stuff, but how are you going to recognize them? So we have 9 of Wands. So yep, someone has been through it and they're ready to start on their journey, ready to be better. We have the Empress energy. So what I'm getting here with this, actually, I thought I was going to flip all cards out first, but it seems maybe not the case, is that they actually have a very good life. They have a very good upbringing. They had, their material needs were provided for them. And so what they're looking for is something deeper, because they don't have to worry about food. They don't have to worry about rent. They don't have to worry about transportation and whatever. Like, those things are taken care of for them. And now it's about them going deeper. It's like, okay, like, is this what I really want? How do I feel fulfilled in life? And that's actually a very beautiful and blessed position to be in, because so many people cannot go on that spiritual journey because they're so worried about making ends meet. Like, that's their priority. Their priority is getting that paycheck so they can pay their bills, get food on the table, have clothing, that they don't have time to worry about these deep spiritual wounds and healing them all, right? So this person, thankfully, they have those needs met, and so they can really fully dive deep. Next, we have Emperor. Wow, Emperor and Empress energy here. So what I'm getting from this Emperor card actually is that this person is very, very organized in their life. This person also, actually, they like to have a lot of control. And part of maybe why they're starting their spiritual awakening journey is something happened that was out of their control and it really shook them. It shook them to the core. They were like, WTF. Like, I did everything I was supposed to do to make sure this didn't happen, and it freaking happened anyway. And that really shook them, and it started to get them to question things. Next, we have the King of Coins. So this person, again, what I'm sensing is this person is well-to-do. That's how you're going to recognize them. Like, they are not, on food stamps, on EBT cards. They're not struggling here. They have a nice car. They have a nice home. They're well put together. That's what I'm getting here. Also, King of Coins energy is very stable, very patient, very grounded energy. They know about business. They're very wise in business. They would actually make good teachers and mentors themselves because they have that knowledge and that wisdom and the patience. That's the big thing with the King of Coins, is they're really patient. Sometimes the Emperor is not so patient. Sometimes the Emperor, when it expresses its shadow side, is really domineering and really angry kind of energy. It's like a distortion of the divine masculine energy. But the King of Coins, very patient, very calm kind of person. Like, you feel relaxed just by being around them. Like, that's what's up. Knight of Swords here. So what I'm getting here is this person, like what I was saying earlier, they are ready to go full out. They are ready to obtain that knowledge, attain that information, those teachings, to help them along their spiritual awakening journey so they can realize this new other layer of their potential here. King of Coins, very enterprising. They enjoy stability, they enjoy structure and order in their life, but that doesn't mean they don't keep working hard to reach new heights. Okay, so that's their kind of personality. Like, they're very driven, but they can appreciate what they have in their life. And their drive, they really, really want that knowledge. And what I'm getting is what you're going to actually teach them is that, yeah, there's certain techniques and knowledge and like rituals and things that can help along their spiritual journey. But there's more to it than that, that there's this intuitive, very personal, very intimate connection with spirit that they have that you will never understand fully or comprehend fully. Because again, it's just very intimate. Like, their connection to spirit is very personal, and your connection to spirit is very personal as well. So you're going to be able to teach them that. So something kind of blew up in their face, and now they're looking for someone to guide them through it. They're trying to, salvage, pick up the pieces, make sure this doesn't happen again. That's a big one. I feel like Emperor energy is right in there, right? Like, okay, this sucky thing happened, so what do we need to do to make sure it doesn't ever happen again? That screams to me like Emperor kind of energy. And what else? Am I sensing anything else here? Ariel is calling to me. So what I'm getting here is there's like foreign energy about this person actually. Because Ariel was previously a mermaid. And then she went to see the sea witch and then got transformed into a human and went to be in the human realm to be close to her love, right? And so this person is alien in that way. So they might be new to your church, new to the community, new to your synagogue, your mosque, your temple, whatever. They're just kind of new. They're a little bit of an outsider. They have this curiosity about them, this desire for knowledge because they need to make sense of the world. That's that type of energy they're coming in with. Okay? Wow, so your reading is like, there's a lot of very strong and clear messages coming through about your person that you're attracting. It's kind of amazing. So let's see how your relationship will evolve and grow, okay? Wow, okay. Spirit is saying to pull 2 cards out for this part. That's interesting. I only pulled 1 for the other readings, but we're going to honor the divine, and honor the guidance. So we have this and this. Okay, let's see what these two say. Wow, quite different, the pictures, different energies coming through with these. So let's see here. Sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So I'm getting a lot of sexual attraction, sexual chemistry going on between the two of you. What I'm also getting with this is actually you are going to have a greater appreciation for your physical bodies through each other. A greater love and understanding of your own bodies, which is really, really beautiful. And that's not necessarily just in a sexual way, but it's like you're going to tune into your bodies a lot more. You're going to tune into where maybe sadness, aggression, stress, worry, joy, where do those emotions live in your bodies, okay? Because your bodies really reflects your energetic state and your emotional state. So you're going to really unlock that in each other. And it sounds like you're going to have a good time in bed as well. Hey, don't knock it. So this beautiful picture here, it says, the past is now behind you. Release it and embrace new possibilities. A new path is now available to you. Follow it with faith. So you know what this one is telling me, y'all? This person here, they tend to perseverate on the past. They ruminate on things. It's like, this went wrong. Let me analyze it this way and that way, like 10 million ways till Sunday kind of energy. And they just can't let it go. It's just like, yo, it didn't work out. Move on to the next one, right? Moving on, like just leave it there already. Like, okay, it didn't work out, but don't bring that energy with you forward. That energy of mistake or failure or defeat. Don't bring that forward. Just like leave it there. Let this new path unfold, new possibility, new outcome. And so you're really going to help that person see it. Because you've been in that position yourself, again, on your own journey, your spiritual path, your awakening, your connection with God, source, what have you. You've been there, so you get it. And so that's more, this card is more for them, okay? So dang, wow, all these readings took a different tone, different energy, so I'm really, really pleased and happy about that. So if this resonated with you, go ahead and hit this thumbs up. You have to give it a like if you'd be so kind, my star fam here. And of course, subscribe to the channel. For your next reading, you can click on this link right here in the top right corner. It'll take you to that reading and I'll see you there. But for those of you who want to take your spiritual journey a little bit deeper, I do have this free event that I'm hosting on March 30th, 2022. It's called a Lunar Release and Rebirth, where what we will be doing in that event is we're going to release energy from the past that have been weighing us down, and we're going to align with our highest and greatest path forward, our next level of our timeline, okay? So if that appeals to you, click on the link in the description box down below and register for the event. I look forward to seeing you there. Until next time for your next reading, sending you all so much love and light. Mwah.